Yo, what's up, y'all? We out here getting 3 degrees buffer in these streets. I gotta be quiet. The girls already went to sleep, so I'm not trying to wake them up. Don't want my brother get mad at me out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's been a great day. Not so much for research protocols and getting that stuff done because I didn't do anything for it today. I'm gonna have to get on that soon. But some really cool things to share from today. I want to hit you with it just briefly, and again, real short. I'm not trying to be at risk of waking the girls up. But hey, like, subscribe, and share. You know how we roll, you know how we do. Anyways, today, being here in Tennessee has been really cool because my family lives here, a lot of friends and other people that I know still live in this area. And it's crazy how small a place can feel when you know so many people who are there, even if you haven't been in the area for a long time. So I'll start from the beginning. This morning, I got to meet up with one of my buddies. We were actually in Israel on the trip together, that archaeological tour. And she's the daughter of the professor who was the chief archaeologist for that trip. His name, Michael Hasel, and her name, Danielle, good friend of mine. We were able to catch up, grab a coffee, and see how things are going. Man, I don't think it's been maybe 2 or 3 times that I've seen her in the last 6 years since then. It's amazing. But it was cool to catch up. It's like, man, it's like we never left, you know? And there are certain experiences, y'all know how it is, where you make friends who feel closer to family than anything else. And you can be apart for so long and you get back together and it's just like, you just pick up right where you left off. It was like that for sure. It was cool to see where she's going and what she's up to now in life. Granted, as in all experiences, it's not easy, but there's a lot of learning and growing going on. And what was really cool about it was we ended up meeting there because she had to meet with her youth pastor at noon in the same place who was going to do a Bible study. And so the youth pastor shows up, and immediately I recognize the face. I'm like, man, I know this guy. And I'm able to pick out the name in my head, and he looks at me like, you know, I know you from somewhere too. And turns out his name was Nate. Cool dude. Turns out that we had met years ago on a canvassing trip, Statesboro, Georgia, Statesboro, somewhere. I can't remember what state it's in, but a canvassing trip where we were down there. And I remember him. He was the pastor of a little small church that we stayed at for just a week, and we overlapped there. But what's even cooler than this, you talk about the mission experience being something that sticks with you for life. He asked me, so, you know, what are you up to? Or did you serve? And I told him about being a missionary. And he asked, where'd you serve? I said, well, I was in Palau for a few years. And he said, oh, well, that's interesting. And it turns out that he had been a missionary in Palau in 2006. So it's like, I don't know how I didn't know that before, but he knew my guy Abner, and it's like the connection is crazy. But these little things end up connecting you to the mission. And like I said, student missions is not just a singular moment. So any of you out here who are watching this video, you haven't gone yet, you're thinking about it, you're not sure because people say, oh, you know, you're going to be left behind a year, you're going to miss out on so much. You don't. It's an amplification to your life. It's not anything that detracts or takes anything away from your life. And this experience this morning was evidence yet again of that. Now, you know, they say it's not what you know, but who you know, right? And I told you in the video yesterday that I was at the exhibit that I missed out being on the opening for. Again, I think that happened back in March, and I was out in Walla Walla speaking for their missions Vespers week, their missions emphasis week. So I couldn't go to both. Trust, I'm always looking for a chance to get out of Michigan, and it's a royal shame that the 2 opportunities that I had to leave were both the same weekend. Come on, man, that's poetic injustice right there. But anyways, I was talking with Danielle about that, and it was it was kind of random because she ended up texting her dad and asking, talking back and forth. It was like three-way conversation going on. And turns out that I will be able to go and check out the museum. Shout out to Daniella. Appreciate you for making the connection there. And I think Christmas morning, I'll be able to go and check this thing out. So I'm super pumped. That really made my day from the jump. And I'm really excited to be able to go and to see this exhibit of all these things that, myself and several others were able to dig up over a course of several years. So it's going to be surreal. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm excited about it. But from there, I ended up looking around. It's Christmas time, so you got to treat yourself, right? Looking for an Xbox. Mine is old. That one right there. It's the Xbox One. I got that for myself for Christmas in 2019. It was one of the first gifts I got myself after coming back to the States from Palau. And it's old. It's old now. I was playing Fortnite on it last night, and it did not look good, especially compared to my buddy was playing on his Xbox Series S. And man, it was like night and day. We had the two TVs set up right next to each other, and his looked good and mine didn't. And you could tell mine was loading slow. It was not a vibe. So I was looking in a couple of stores to see what I could find. And lo and behold, I run into another friend that I had been in undergrad with. His name was Lawrence. He was there with his two kids. And it was cool to catch up there again. Ask what's up. And he's doing his thing with the kids. And he asked me what I was doing. And hopefully there's an opportunity for us to catch up later as well, because they're cool with my brother and his family, and the kids are pretty close in age, so they hang out and so on. And from there, what did I do? I don't remember. I think that was pretty much it. I came over and kept on practicing for the music thing. I should have taken notes on this. I feel like I had it. I can't remember, and it's going to hit me. I'm going to feel really dumb for it. But bottom line, this connection of mission and the network that it brings you to, can't overstate it enough. It's not something that just impacts you for a single moment. And even, I got to see if my brother will give me permission to show these pictures on camera. But we were sitting in here just working on music for church tomorrow. Me on the trumpet and him on the saxophone. And I end up using his computer to go back in the music and try to write out the parts for the trumpet. And I see these pictures there from when my brother went as a missionary to Honduras. And this is the interesting thing. He never really talks about it, but he went out on a mission experience long before I ever did. So, like I said, I look up to my brother in a lot of different ways. And maybe that's another way too, because he did that. He beat me to the punch. It was, I think it was a summer thing. He went for a few months, a few weeks. I can't remember exactly. But he's the first one out of us to have the mission experience. And I saw these pictures. It's like, I see him with the kids. Yo, man, like, one of these days, he doesn't like to talk that much. So I'll see if I can get him on a video here to talk about his experience, because that'd be super dope. Yeah, it's an understated thing that me and him as brothers are both missionaries. I think that's really cool. But it's been a theme that's been a part of my entire day, and I appreciate that. It's just a reminder of being on the right track and doing the things that I'm meant to do, the things that I'm supposed to do. And I hope that you can find that encouragement as well. But yeah, I'm not going to remember what I was thinking of earlier in this video, so I'm going to let it go. Once again, Uncle Corey Johnson out here. We're taking a step ahead, and I'm going to take a step ahead to finish this video without waking up these girls. And I think that's a good day right there. So good night, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.